picked this up at a HSRA auction a couple of years ago, and it's sort of been in the back shed, as it were, in the garage, and it's a bit of a beast, but I thought I'd take it on because it is made in Sweden. It's a bit unusual. It's a hybrid between a transistor set and a valve set. According to Radio Museum, it is built around about 1963, but it's quite a dark chocolatey colour. I'll go across to another camera. And this is the back view of it. So you can see it is quite large. So it's got the model designation here, the logo, and here there's a valve layout. And over at this end are the aerial inputs, a phono input, and a tape input or an output. So it's quite sophisticated. I'll bring this around. It's catching on everything. Here we have the volume. So this is obviously one of their lesser models because of the knobs, although I'm not sure for the time whether these were considered good or not. They look fairly cheap. It's got a piano key set up here. So this one is off. This one is it might be low wave, long wave. This is medium wave. This is short wave, and this is FM. And then you put the two down for the phono input. Over here, this is the volume. This is the tone control. This is the AM tuning. And there's two pointers, one of which is stuck up here. I don't know whether you can see that. Sort of stuck. Although it's moving a bit smoother now. There's one over here and there's one over here. And this is the FM, which goes from 88 up to 100, which is a bit useless for me here because the only station I listen to is at 107.9, right at the very top of the dial. And this is partly why I've left it in the garage for so long. So this was a very straightforward fix on this one. So it was basically the four electrolytics. These two were around about $49.50, so not too bad, but their ESR was what was it, about 5.6, and the other one was about 7. So they were beginning to bulge at the top. This one was okay. I think this was around about, actually this was a little bit low. This was showing 9.7 or something, and it's a 10 microfarad capacitor. And this one was showing 65 and it's a 47. So this one definitely needed replacing. So they sit up here. They do hold quite a large charge. Piss off, Microsoft. I don't want to join your rewards program. And these seem to have replaced an aluminium can capacitor with maybe 4 in it. I'm not sure on that. I can't quite work out the schematic. It seems to be the right schematic for it, but it's got a 13 on the end of it, and this has got a 00. So this might be a very early one, probably around about 63 or something like that. So around here I've replaced the dial cord. Let's be careful here, move this back a little bit. Replace the dial cord, and I can't align these up properly because I don't have any frequencies, do I? And there's no marks on this, although this holds a static charge. There's a problem with these switches. They're just not doing what they should be anymore since I sprayed them with the WD-40 contact cleaner. So yeah, I did have them working very smoothly, and then I sprayed the actual contacts, and yeah, it's sort of yeah, not working anymore. Thanks WD-40. More reasons why I don't buy your products. After the other Grundig, which I'm still cleaning out the switches. As you can see, this is just some of the cotton tips that I've used. Okay, so it's time to put it back in its case. I've cleaned all the controls. I still don't know what this down here does. It's a switch of some description, but it seems to there seems to be a bit missing off the top there, and I just don't know what it does. And the tone control works just fine as long as you have it in the middle. So it must be some sort of tone shaping or something like that when it gets down, because this part is lower or a smaller circumference than the outer part down here. So it must have been some sort of tone shaping. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in its cabinet. This has come up quite nicely.
We would generally suggest that temperatures over 15 degrees would be appropriate, otherwise the paint takes too long to dry, and you might risking that the gloss levels in the paints. If it's too cold, it flattens off.
Okay, and we should have done this question before I spoke to Brian, and I could have asked Brian, will the paint dry in time, from the texter here. And this one, I'm a renter and I want to patch a few worn spots.
Rightio, this one is complete. I've just glued up the knob, so it's just waiting to fully set. This knob I'll have to do something with because I don't know whether you can see there or not. This is actually straight through now, so it's not doing anything. It sort of sat in there like that with a piece across there, but yes, the one big problem I've had with this radio has been the use of WD-40 contact cleaner on the switches, and while I've freed them up a little bit, it is still, in fact I can't even move this one, and this one, yeah, that one's in, and yeah, the end one. So what you have to do is put a screwdriver on the top of it there and then go, and yeah, I don't know what's happened with it. It was playing for about 6 hours yesterday and sounded great. There's not much on FM below 100 these days here.
The brilliant thing about we've set the National Anti-Corruption Commission is that it can investigate whoever it wants. It doesn't need a referral. It certainly doesn't need a referral from the government. And it's worth saying.
So it's only really news radio down here at the moment. There's no music stations. If I go back to AM on the medium band,
especially later on, it doesn't quite stack up the way you thought. Then it reflects very badly on the government.
The NAC is starting off with 180 staff, which Justice Paul Bergeron says will grow to 200.
So there's something wrong with these switches.
And officers have been opened in Brisbane and Perth as well. That's Samantha Donovan. As the National Anti-Corruption Commission officially opens one.
And I feel like down here the programming suits some horses as far as like they have a back on their race.
And also this is the very end of the dial, and this is catching somewhere along the top of the back sort of plastic plate, and it's moved along. I haven't glued it yet. It was originally glued, both of them, and I haven't aligned it, but it was over here and now it's moved up here, so it is sliding along the string, so that'll need a bit of work.
What's underway?
Now, yesterday we were listening to a Bendigo station which has started up again down here. It's, I think it might be 3BO, but they call themselves Gold.
Where contracts could be.
And I can't find it again now. So maybe yesterday was just a test broadcast. And I can't play very much of it anyway because it is music. This is just the internal stick antenna.
We are very tough judges here. You feel free to send through the boy-girl option names, and we'll put a line through some and a tick next to others. If you're grappling with it and you need a bit of help, we'll be very severe.
Sounds good.
If you produce a Barry or a Cecil, you're in, it's just not going to work.
If it's a girl, it could be like Pinky, like Pink Galars through Matt's connection.
Amy's a lovely name. Can you go mother and daughter Amy?
Is that a thing anymore? Do people do that anymore?
No, not really. Amy Jr. No, it doesn't work, does it? Chloe, go with Chloe. If it's a girl, go with Chloe.
I think this might be it.
And Amy, and good luck with.
It's
the
pretty.
eyes and ears peeled into the ground, and I hope it's an enjoyable few weeks there for you and for Matt.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Amy Day, there's trainer Quinella on Saturday night, partner of Matt Craven. You want to have a bit of a laugh here, guys.
No, that's the racing station.
Is it from Highton?
Yeah.
Inane talk, they should call it. And it's gone. Must have been just a test broadcast yesterday. Okay, so this one is 99% finished. I'm going to refinish the top of the cabinet. It's got a few marks in it. Gets sort of warm, but that's not the problem with it. It's pretty good actually, but it's it's got quite a few scratches and things like that in it. So, and blemishes is what I'm looking for. But otherwise, this is a pretty good radio, really. Yeah. We'll wrap this one up and I'll say goodbye for now, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got a Patreon channel that I don't really use because there's no one much on it, so I can work on that too. Okay, so goodbye and see you next week.